It is Friday. It is All-Star Friday. Part of the biggest drop of the year. We've got so much to show, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? Come on. You got plenty of gas. Leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel. This is going to be a long one. And let's talk about one of the biggest content drops truly of all time. We have got a brand new update. All-Star Series is in the game. And the game has truly changed today in more ways than one. We'll talk about that. Some things I'm really proud of that they were able to do. So we've got Team Affinity. We've got collections. We've got Diamond Quest. We've got mini seasons. We'll start out with the big shebang. You see a certain 6'10" giant there, and you see a metric ton of cards. Here's the collection. 2025 All-Star cards. You collect 55, and you are going to get 99 Aaron Judge. 120, 105 against righties, 113 max power lefties, 113 clutch, 70 vision, gold shield defense, 70 reaction, 56 speed. That is perfectly fine defensively, especially with, maybe a speed demon like a PCA in center field. I know not everybody loves the swing. I've been enjoying it. Aaron Judge, this is one of the best hitters in the game right there. At 50 cards, you get yourself a DH, Shohei Ohtani. Okay, I guess the game doesn't pay his respect to the 6 innings that he's got this year. All right, DH. 102, 125 against righties, 107, 100 against lefties, 66 vision, 105 clutch. Playable in the outfield, I guess. I mean, the reaction's going to be piss poor, but he's quick. I love Ohtani's swing. I've definitely come around on it, which feels insane. I mean, shouldn't you? How the hell are you bad with this? You know what I mean? Shohei Ohtani at 50 cards. At 45, you've got Jose Ramirez. Somehow I feel like this is exactly his live series with Inside Edge. That's not a bad thing. His live series is very good. He's still the same 5'9" fighter with plenty of fire and a great left hook, as Tim Anderson was able to find out. 125 and 80 against lefties, 103, 102 against righties, maxed out clutch, 100 vision, gold shield defense, 84 reaction, 81 speed. Very good. But a lot like a P5 with Inside Edge. Jose Ramirez, which is a good thing. Again, like we said, 35 cards. The Crotch Rocket, Garrett Crochet, 4-seam, sinker, cutter, sweeper, circle, changeup. That'll play. 100 hit, 100K, 92 BB9 with 96 pitch clutch. He's got outlier 2 on the sinker. He should be really good. Just add more on top of lefty meta. At this point, it's hard to kind of rationalize putting a bunch of lefties on the team. It is righties and switch hitters for me. Josh Hader at 15 cards. You're going to be able to get him. 120 hit 9, 108 K9, 94 BB9 with maxed out pitch clutch. Again, they're giving him that 2-seamer. He's got the slider and the circle changeup. I really did like the 90. The Brewers flashback Josh Hader. And this one should be very good as well. No outlier for him. Would like to see it, but I get it. 5 cards. You get an All-Star Deluxe pack. Of course, that is going to be a big part of this drop is the packs. There's going to be a lot of cards that you can obtain throughout there, but that is the collection. 55 cards in total, and you're going to get up to the very top end to get Aaron Judge. That's a lot. There's a lot of Team Affinity cards here, so let's talk about how you get them. It's very simple. If you have the voucher, you have the card. Go in, we'll take a look at the New York Yankees, for example, their My Journey program. I've got the voucher, which means we can go in, exchange the voucher for the Team Affinity card, which is Max Fried. It's that easy, that simple, and if you don't have those, there is more to do. We'll actually grab the Max Fried very quick. Boom! There's a card. That was really easy, really simple. There's the stats. 101 hit 9, 79K, 100 BB9 for Max Fried. But I do want to see if they added anything more that you can progress on. It is double PXP until the 25th of July. So that being a lot of the missions here, it's going to be easy to progress. Did they do anything else here? Is there any new exchanges? It doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like they put anything else in there unless I'm missing it. I would have liked to see a little bit more here. Is there not an exchange? Did they take out the exchange? Was that not there before? I feel like there's an exchange here. Doesn't look like it. It's with the voucher? No. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm done. My bad. I mean, that only gets you 10,000. That doesn't really get you a ton. Okay, I would have liked to see a few more missions to help get people caught up. Or there is stuff that should help you. I mean, they added these at some point throughout the year, and really it relies upon the Color Storm card. You go get the Color Storm player, you get Imperial 1, you get 150,000. That almost, I mean, it gets you more than halfway to the voucher. But they didn't add anything new. They didn't increase any payouts. It is double PXP, so everything's going to go quicker. Obviously, if you have a lot of the vouchers, you're going to get a lot of these cards very quick. But as we showed with Max Fried, that's how you do it. You go into the collections or you go into the Team Affinity. We'll go into the Orioles. We get Ryan O'Hearn right there. 120, 110 against righties, 94, 75 against lefties. More platoon heavy than the POTM card that came out some weeks ago. I almost, in a sense, might prefer that one, which had more contact, a little bit more balance against righties and lefties, but still good. Still a pretty good card. 96s. A lot of these cards should be able to play for your team. Let's go through and look at all of them, and then we're going to have a video talking about the best that you should prioritize. We've got Joe Ryan. Very happy to see my fellow mustachio brethren getting a card here that he's an all-star for the first time. 4-seam, splitter, sweeper, sinker, slider. Say that 5 times fast. 101 hit 9, 85K, 97 BB with 100 clutch. That's a good pitcher. That's a good mix. I like it. I'm definitely going to use him. Ellie to the Cruz. They nerfed his fielding. 73. 77 reaction. It is a 96. They're going to have to hit him somewhere because he's not a 99. These are captains, by the way. I should mention that. They are captains, and they've raised the eligibility. There's now no cap on overall. So Beltran with the Mets captain can get boosted. All these cards are captains. There is some cases like the Rays who they've had all hitters. They've had Caminero. They've had Josh Lowe, and now they're getting another hitter in Brandon Lowe and Lau. So that sucks, and they really hurt with the fact that they don't get dual captains, but these are captains, and they're going to have a boost really based on how good their theme team is at the moment. They try and balance. It always isn't perfect, and teams like the Rays are probably going to be one of the worst theme teams because of it, because they only get one captain boost opposed to 2, like most teams have. There's a couple instances where teams have all hitters or all pitchers. Shane Smith for the White Sox here. Rule 5 guy. Interesting. I mean, he's an all-star, a bit of a pity all-star. They have to have somebody, but he's having a fine year. 5-pitch mix. Looks okay. He could be a solid piece. Alejandro Kirk. Nice, short, plump, and cute, looking like an Oompa Loompa. Good contact, no speed at 17. Max fielding, unfortunately, that's really just a stat stuffer, but he does have catcher pop time with 62 arms, so it kind of mitigates the point of having that. Brandon Lau, taking a look at him right here. He's got 120, 117, kills righties, decent against lefties. I'm curious. Yeah, that's just not great. Only 15 on contact, clutch, and hit per 9. With the fact that they only get one captain, I think you got to do a lot more than that. He's got a great swing. Try to make sure we show off the quirks too. Robert Suarez here for the San Diego Padres. I could have sworn they said Jason Adam. I guess they changed it last second. 118 hit, 107 K per 9, 94 BB, 102 pitch clutch. He's got double outlier in the 4-seam and sinker, and a circle changeup and a cutter. Should be a really good righty reliever. Matthew Boyd here for the Cubs. 5-pitch, 4-seam, sinker, curveball, slider, changeup, very basic. Good velocity, not horrible velocity, sorry. Good accuracy is what I meant to say. Pars are going to be tight. They've been doing their Kegels. 106 BB9. Yeah, he's going to be very accurate for sure. Ryan O'Hearn, we already showed him off there, but there he is again. He's got unfaced and dead red with a great swing. Riley Green, really good against righties. Pretty much maxed out stuff with 107 clutch. The vision's low. 96-84 against lefties is not terribly great. 56 speed in the outfield. I could be a little bit more moved here. The Tigers, one of the better theme teams in the game. They've been getting a lot of love this year. Jacob Wilson getting another card after he just got one. Looks a lot like the one that he just had. A little bit better fielding and a little bit better power, but overall, still no quirks because the game is bad. Chris Bubich. Love him. Really like the POTM card. This one, I think the same pitch mix. 102 hit 9, 90 K per 9, 92 BB 9. Definitely going to play. Another great lefty. Gleyber Torres, who's an all-star for the first time this year. He looks really good. This might be one of the best ones. The fielding could be better. 70 fielding, 73 reaction, 120, 100 against lefties, 104, 88 against righties, max clutch, 105 vision. That will play. He's in the pack. Okay, we'll try and decipher the ones that are in Team Affinity, and then we'll show the ones in the pack. My bad. Freddie Freeman, 125, 86 against righties, 192, so he's a Team Affinity card. Maxed out clutch. The Dodgers only get +6s. Cry me a river. They've got plenty of good cards. And that's another good one. We've got Jacob deGrom here. He does have the two-seamer once again, like the Easter card. I'd like that to be a sinker, like everybody classifies it as nowadays. No outlier here, of course. 97 hit 9, 88 K9, 101 BB 9, 111 pitch clutch. He's got very good hitting stats, though. So if they ever bring in an event where you can hit with pitchers, that'd be pretty fun. Yes, they gave Zach Wheeler the splitter. I love that. He's going to be a good pitcher because he's got the sinker cutter, four-seam sweeper, and a splitter. I really like that mix. He's got 100 hit 9, about 90s on K and BB with 106 pitch clutch. Looks really good. Paul Skeens. Okay, he's got the four-seam, splitter, sweeper, Vulcan change, and the sinker. So it's like taking the two diamond Paul Skeens and working yourself down the middle. He's got 103, 104 four-seam, 94, 95 splitter, and he's also got the sinker. This should be the best Paul Skeens yet. Thank you for getting his pitch mix more accurate. I definitely think that's going to be the best one we've seen. Max Fried, sinker cutter combo, super slow curveball, and a sweeper, and a four-seam. Can have tons of accuracy. 101 hit 9. He should be fun. Stephen Quant here for the Guardians. He's got 120 and 80 against righties, 103, 52 against lefties. One of my favorite swings for a contact hitter. And 80 power could play a little bit. Diamond Shield defense. Lower on speed, though, which is a bit of a downer. Bregman, 125, 77 against lefties. Excellent. Very good against righties, too. 100 and 109, 103 clutch. Gold Shield defense up to Diamond at parallel 3. Can play second and short. Up the middle. Really love the swing. Love the new Threads card earlier this year. Hunter Goodman, a fun catcher that can play a couple different spots, and he's good. 110, 97 against righties, 98, 104 against lefties with max clutch. 74 speed at backstop. That will play. Jason Adam is the Team Affinity, so I messed up with Bob Suarez. They just both got cards. Jason Adam, slider, changeup, four-seam sweeper, and a cutter. Super high per 9s, 118, 112, hit and K, maxed out pitch clutch at 125 with 92 BB9. He should be filthy. Jeremy Pena for the Astros. Ton of contact, low 80s and 90s power, good vision and clutch, good fielding, good speed, very balanced. Two quirks. Not bad if you like Pena cards. Robbie Ray might be one of the worst ones they release here. Just not a ton of, like, the BB9 isn't super high. The velocity isn't super high. He only has 4 pitches. Doesn't have one of the big pitches in the game. Sucks. Because he's doing great in real life. Once again, I just wish they're able to get these guys who perform so well in real life to pitch like they do in real life, but still be effective in the game. Eugenio Suarez here. Is he going to be a Diamondback in a couple of weeks? We will see, but for now he is. 117, 125 power, 103, 81 contact. He looks pretty good. I mean, power-wise, for sure. I like his swing. Brendan Donovan here for the Cardinals. He's really good. 125 and 90 against righties, 185 against southpaws. Good vision, good clutch. Plays a ton of spots. Pretty good. That's what I wanted to see from a Brendan Donovan card. Freddie Peralta. Once again, one of those kind of piss-poor mixes. Four-seam, changeup, 12-6, slider. Just doesn't really move me. Don't feel anything down there. Keep on moving. Mackenzie Gore. 5 pitches. He's got the cutter. That will play. A little bit of a velocity differential and decent per 9s. 93, 102, 90. 87 pitch clutch. Nice to see McKenzie getting a card there. Pete Alonso, bunch of power, 105, 102. Good contact against righties. No fielding, but bit of a girthy boy. He's thick. He blocks things at first base. Not quite like Frank Thomas. Perhaps he needs to take a little bit more Nugenics, and he'd be thick enough to be a brick wall at first base. Kyle Stowers, honestly, kind of a fun card. 102, 118 against righties. Great contact against lefties, just lower power. Vision's a little bit lower too, but he can play first and the outfield with 90 arm and decent stats. I like that. Matty Olson for the Braves. 100, 101 against righties, 110, 95 against lefties. A pretty balanced Matt Olson card, which we haven't seen too much in recent years. 113 clutch. Diamond shield defense at first, but 25 speed, so just got to hope he can hustle to the bag. Andres Munoz is the Mariners here. Loved the POTM card earlier this year. Slider, four-seam sinker, and a circle changeup. He's got outlier 2, so on the fastball, it's going 103. Maxed out hit 9, maxed out pitch clutch, 116K. He's going to be deadly. He's going to shred. He's going to dice. Yusei Kikuchi. He's got 5 pitches, four-seam sinker, slider, change a bit of curve, slider primary, so it's going to be a little bit better accuracy than his stats would indicate. Nothing above 100 is balanced overall. We'll see how Kikuchi plays. We've got that's Team Affinity. Okay, so that's what you're going to get there, and there are still so many more cards. It really feels truly like pretty much everybody who's an All-Star this year is going to get a card, whether by Team Affinity, collection, or pack, of course, where there is that. Let's take a look at the pack market. There is a lot to do here. First of all, you get a free pack featuring a voucher. If you've got all 30 vouchers, you can take a All-Star Deluxe pack and get a free card there. So you're going to get a card no matter what. I actually think I'm going to do that, roll the dice, because I have most of the vouchers, not quite all of them. You see the Rangers, the White Sox, for example, a couple that I don't have. But with double PXP, it's not going to take me too long to get there. So we're going to pick that. We'll see if we pull anything big here. Can we get the 99? Can we reveal one of the big ones? A teal? That's probably nothing good. Relief pitcher. Is this Robert Suarez? It is Randy Rodriguez who's getting another card after that very good POTM that he got not too long ago. There's a 96. Can we see the stats? We can. Four-seam slider, sinker, and a circle changeup. No outlier, but maxed out hit 9, maxed out pitch clutch, 101, 91 on K and BB. Certainly a very good righty reliever. Needless to say, a lot of positional toppers, a lot of best of coming out in this update. There's also the Home Run Derby prediction vouchers, which we'll get to that in just a little bit. I want to show off the cards here. We've got the All-Star Game bundle. Contains 3 Diamond player items from 2 All-Star Game choice packs, plus the chase pack featuring the Ketel Marte. I'm not exactly sure if this is the best bundle to buy. You get a chase pack and 2 choice packs. It's expensive. It's $75,000. Let's take a look at what is the high card within the packs. 898 Pete Crow Armstrong. Of course, he's got the maxed out fielding and speed, but he's also got some hitting. It is not exceptional, 101 and 102. But I love the Pete Crow Armstrong swing. I really had a bunch of success with the Easter card, even well past the point that he should have been viable. His swing just plays, and sometimes that is more important than attributes or even quirks because the game sucks. 80-85 against lefties is not spectacular. 66 vision, but you get him for the defense. If you put him out in center field or really anywhere in the outfield, it's a no-fly zone. Anything he is going to get. He has the best reaction every single time with 99 reaction, and he should get to truly just about everything. So I think that's a really good card for the purpose that he fits. And of course, Cubs theme team parallels, you can add even a couple more points onto him. Tarek Skubal is getting yet another card right here. They're putting, if you're an all-star, you're getting a card. Pitch mix is the same. He does have outlier once again on the four seam. And then he's got 101 hit 9, 100 BB9, 90 K per 9. I don't know if they needed to put out another Tarek Skubal considering the lightning is already there, but they did. Francisco Lindor, 98, switch hitter, of course. Diamond Shield defense, 89 reaction, 103, 106 against righties, 101, 95 against lefties. One of the best cards out of the drop. bar none. Really good at the clutch at 100, far better than the live series. Throbby Bobby Witt Jr., 101, 115 contact, 90, 70 power, 112 clutch, maxed out fielding, maxed out reaction, maxed out speed with every quirk of the game. He's back. Bobby Witt Jr. really gets a great card there. Corbin Carroll as a 97. 95, 108 against righties. 88, 88 aside against southpaws. 90 clutch. 79 vision. Gold Shield defense with the max speed once again. Of course, he had the lightning card a lot of people loved. Should be no different. The swing is going to play and some even better attributes. You get Aroldis Chapman here. He's got outlier, double outlier on the four-seam and sinker. Dude, he's 37. He's still like toss it. I think he's the second highest velocity pitcher in baseball. I think just shy of Mason Miller. It is insane. And Ben Joyce when he's healthy. Ridiculous. And he's barely been hurt in his career, too. Somebody's got to study Aroldis Chapman. It is ridiculous. Max pitch clutch, max hit 9, 110 K9, 86 BB9. He's going to be a menace on and off the field. Manny Machado, 120. 90 against righties, 102, 125 against lefties, 105 vision, 112 clutch. This is one of the best offensive cards they put out. Now, they did hurt him on fielding, just 70 fielding and reaction. But I can stomach, not for 13K. Wow, that is kind of incredible. For 13K, that's something you're going to notice here. Chapman is 15. Corbin Carroll's 13K. Most of these cards are dirt cheap. 97s and down are really not going for a bunch. 98s, the highest tier, they are going to go for a decent chunk of change. But 97s and down, these are like 10K a pop. These are better than the Team Affinity cards in most cases. Hopefully you stockpile those some stubs because you can get a lot of good cards for pretty cheap here. 108 hit 9 for Hunter Brown, 92 K per 9, 84 BB9. They did give him the sinker here alongside the four-seam, knuckle curve, circle change, and a slider. Really good pitcher. I feel like we're saying that for pretty much all these cards. Oh my God, look at Will Smith. Max contact, max clutch, 89, 106 power with 50 speed. I don't care about the fielding. It does not matter, but he still has pop time. Unless you're someone who has to have a switch hitting catcher, this might be the best catcher in the game. Wow. I love the Will Smith swing as well. We already showed Randy Rodriguez. He is going to be ridiculous. Chris Sale, slider, four-seam, circle change into sinker, same mix he's gotten every year, and it always plays. 96 hit 9, 93K, 88 BB9 with 117 pitch clutch. That's really good. Chris Sale is going to be awesome. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, four-seam, split, curve, cut, and a sinker. A little bit different mix for him. 108 hit 9 is the top attribute. 117 pitch clutch. PCIs are going to be puny. I look forward to Yoshi. We got Glebe, who we showed off. J-Rod, the most deserving all-star of the bunch. 95, 92 contact, 103 power against lefties. The defense looks great. Gold Shield to start off, easily getting up to Diamond. Again, center fielders can play any corner, no matter if they have the secondary. They just get the secondary penalty. They lose 4 fielding and reaction. And arm accuracy. 96 speed as well. There you go, J-Rod. Tatis. Fernando Tatis Jr. gets 99, 95 against righties. Low 80s against lefties. Not the best offensive card. Not the best card in general. 80 speed. Mid-80s fielding. People love his swing, and he's got good quirks. I love his swing, too, for that matter. And that's the pack. So a lot of stuff in the packs here today. There's also the July Spotlight. So let's try and break this stuff down first. There's the bundle. There's the deluxe packs. There's also the choice pack. So this is, the packs are never worth it. You're going to lose. Same as the casino, right? If you won, you wouldn't be going to the casino because it wouldn't be operating. If the packs were good, they wouldn't be in the game. You know what I'm saying? So you're destined to lose, but there's a chance. 1 to 10 odds at 98 plus, 10% chance to really profit. Otherwise, you're going to lose out. And then these as well. I would hold off, like I've said before. If you've got these Ultra Premier Deluxe packs, wait. Because I imagine Wednesday's the day they're going to put these in that they're going to recirculate and reshuffle what is in those packs. So I would hold off until then. Let's take a look at the chase pack. Ketel Marte, 99 overall. That's pretty good. He's 300K, and you figure for a reason, right? 116, 125 against righties, 100, 104 against lefties, 100 vision, 109 clutch, gold defense, can play second, short, center, and corner outfield for that matter too, with that same logic of center field. This is one of the best cards in the game. Being a switch hitter, he's got every important quirk: first pitch, unfazed, dead red, breaking ball, and bad ball. That might be the best card of the drop, realistically. I mean, maybe give it to Judge, maybe give it to Ohtani. That Ketel Marte is ridiculous. Wow. Did they? I mean, he's a chase pack. You know what I mean? What a surprise. He's good. I do want to take a look at this. The Home Run Derby prediction voucher. That is brand new this year. So you have to open this pack and make your choices by 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on Monday in time for the Derby. You're going to get different tokens where you can choose the winner, choose who's going to hit the longest home run, and you get rewards. You don't know exactly what that is, but we'll find out on Monday when the content comes out. Let's do this together. So you're going to pick who's going to win the Derby. We've got, of course, Acuna, Cal Raleigh, James Wood, Byron Buxton, O'Neill Cruz, Junior Caminero, Jazz Chisholm Jr., and Brent Rooker. Now, obviously, the winner here is going to be Byron Buxton. I'm going big dumper. I'm going Cal Raleigh. I'm bought in. I'd love to see a switch hitter win it, and I don't know. I guess I'm going chalk. Cal with the most home runs in the first half in the Derby here. We're going to pick him. But I don't know if he's going to hit the most home runs in a single round. For this, I might actually go Acuna. I like his chances at doing that, so we're going to pick that voucher. The longest home run, it is in Atlanta. I'm going O'Neill Cruz. We've seen him with the hardest hit exit velocities in Major League history. I think he could definitely send a couple. He's 6'7". He is an incredible athlete. And then finally, who is going to win the American League or the National League? I think I like the National League. Of course, the American League has had that dynasty really on the All-Star game for quite some time throughout the 2010s, but I think that's over, and I like on paper what the National League brings more. So that's what we're going to pick. If you want, feel free to tail these choices. Cal win of the Derby. Ronald Acuna Jr., the most homers in a single round. O'Neill Cruz hitting the longest home run in the National League, ultimately winning the Midsummer Classic. Let me know in the comments section what you think is going to happen. They're going to have a collection tab within that you can exchange those if you won or if you lost. They say you're going to get something. So participation trophy winners unite. Everybody's going to eat. So All-Star content, I believe that's not it, actually. That is not it, because we've also got Diamond Quest coming in today too. 297s into the game. We'll check out that board. Those are really good cards that you're going to get from playing this. And again, if you do not want to, you don't have to. You can buy them on the market. We'll show them off in a second here. But the brand new map is in the game. Same as always, it looks like the top is going to be Javi Baez, starting at 70% GOAT, 2% rookie. You do not have to play this on GOAT. You can definitely play it on, I think, technically rookie, and you'd have probably about a 50% chance of getting the card if you play throughout the whole map. If you did All-Star Hall of Fame, usually it's about 70, 80%, I would say, percent odds to get them. So it's really up to you. Then you got the Zone Sweeper there as well. Really think those are two great choices. Couple of fan favorites. Also, we're going to have to look at the market because I think things are absolutely being set ablaze. Mickey Mantle's down to 80K currently. People are fire selling everything in hopes to get... There's Willie Adames, by the way, if you're wondering who's in packs, and Brandon Woodruff. Okay, so that spoiled that. But yeah, these cards are tanking in value, of course. Let's check out Vladdy, who's got 125 and 90 against lefties, 97, 86 against righties, 100 vision, 115 clutch. I don't think this is even better than his pipeline card, to be honest with you. I mean, his contact is more balanced. I don't know. Not a bad card. I would say the pipeline is better, though, which is a little weird considering it's a 92. Especially if you have a couple parallels. Shit, I just rocked the other Vladdy. And then Javi Baez. Wow. Okay, they did him right. Thankfully. Javi fans, rejoice. 104, 102 against righties. 125 max contact against lefties. 90 power, 90 vision, 125 clutch. And gold shield, mid-gold shield up to diamond at parallel 5 for center field. 64 speed. Yeah, that vision. I mean, Javi's been a little bit more disciplined, right? He's not. You guys remember that video of who's it? Sister Jean throwing out the first pitch from the wheelchair. He's like, that happens every now and then, but not as often. Javi definitely having an all-star season, which is cool to see. So those guys are out in the game. There's also a showdown today. There's actually no new program, which is interesting. But there's going to be a draft program on Sunday. There's going to be a home run derby program on Monday. And there's going to be the All-Star program on Tuesday. So there's lots of programs coming, just not today. You've got the Diamond Quest like we showed off. There's going to be a brand new mini season out today as well. If I can find it. There it is. Featuring Kyle Schwarber, 97 overall. Now, again, I've mentioned this a lot before with mini seasons. You do not have to play all 28 games. Take a look at the standings. More often than not, all you got to do is get into the playoffs to advance. More often than not, about 14 wins is going to do it. You could play about half your games, and you're going to get into the playoffs, and then you play 2 best-of-3 sets, and that's what you got to do. So it could be about 20 games in total. You do not have to play every one of them. Let's take a look at the goals, see if there's any good repeatable ones here. There is a Edwin Diaz, a Jonathan Aranda, and a Brian Wu. Woo! That you're going to get there too. Premier pack is available. A couple repeatable ones. 31 hits for a headliner pack. Ass. That's bad. 22 strikeouts for a show pack. Woo! Being awfully generous today. Thanks, Ebenezer. And then a few things that you're going to get done just by playing the game, of course. 85-plus Live Series pack Diamond for hitting 91 home runs. That's kind of cool. All-Star Deluxe pack and 110 RBIs. You get a couple more things along the way, but ultimately the main goal is Kyle Schwarber. So let's go check out those alongside the showdown. There's a brand new showdown today. Logan Webb being the final boss. Complete that, and you get Logan Webb. Wow, what a surprise. We'll take a look at their stats as well, because you can't see him directly in the game until somebody's actually unlocked those. So we'll start off with, I guess, Schwarber. There he is. 97 Kyle Schwarber. Wow, is that pretty good? I mean, again, like the pipeline passed, he can't play catcher. He's left field, and more specifically, DH. I would not be putting this big, beefy, but not quite as beefy as in the past, guy in left field. I'd probably let him just swing the salami. Hopefully he doesn't eat it. Great power, 119, 125. 72 vision, good enough, 108 clutch, and great contact. As a pure hitter, this is about as good as it gets. Breaking ball hitter, bad ball hitter, this is really good. Kyle Schwarber card. We've got Edwin Diaz coming to the game today as well. Of course, having a great year for the Mets. He's got 4-seam, 2-seam, and a slider. 2 fastballs and a slider. Some people like Edwin Diaz cards. I'm not typically one of those people just because it is all fast and a slider, which also goes at 90. But the per-9s are great. 119, 117, 119 pitch clutch. Can definitely help bridge the gap of not having the best pitch mix in the world. There is a Jonathan Aranda coming in the game today as well. Maybe should be starting at first base for the All-Star game, but he is not. Another hitting card for the Rays is their hitting theme team is actually decent. Pretty much max contact, a 98 power against righties, only 60 pop against lefties low. Can play second and third, which is kind of cool. You definitely like to see that. Then there's the Brian Wu. And we'll also look at Brandon Webb here in a second. Brian Wu, late All-Star addition to the roster. 4-seam, sinker, slider, circle change, and a sweeper. Again, what sucks here, he's their last captain. I mean, he was the Color Storm card. So if you want to use the better one, well, you can't if you want the boost. It's again why I'm saying make it managers. Make captains managers. Don't have it be players, or at least make it where if you have both cards, you can use this and that just becomes the captain. I don't think this is rocket science, but it's proved to be throughout the past 3 years. Same thing with James Wood. That was their captain that came out at the beginning of the game. And yes, I know they've got the Keibert Ruiz captain, but they have different boost. I prefer the James Wood boost. But you can't use this one, which sucks. I think that's just, kind of blatantly poor game design. But, oh well. That's why I'm a streamer, right? Logan Webb, sinker cutter combo, of course, 4-seam sweeper to change up. I love Logan Webb cards. I make that no secret. 90-93 hitting K, 101 BB9 with 86 pitch clutch. That's going to play for me. I love my pitch to contact ponies, and he's going to be doing that exact same thing for me. Now is the time where we finally get to the program. We've got the spotlight for Addison Barger and Colson Montgomery and Wilyer Abreu, a couple of socks. Colson had a great card in years past, 100-105 here. Balanced. He's good against lefties as well, 92-94. Diamond Shield defense at shortstop, can also play third. I mean, tops now are getting to 95s. Like, these are becoming actual good cards, which is super cool. I mean, that is a perfectly good card for a theme team, or if you just really like Colson Montgomery. Wilyer Abreu is not quite as good. 91-81 contact, 106-72 power, 70 vision, but fun if you're a Red Sox fan. And then finally at the end, boom, there we go. Addison Barger for the very hot Toronto Blue Jays. 115 clutch. The vision's kind of low. Not ideal stats against lefties. Where does his 97 overall come from? He can play third alongside corner outfield, which is cool, 70 speed. But he isn't like a particularly great defender. No quirks as well. I've seen better cards, unfortunately, I must say. There is, of course, a July Spotlight pack where you can earn a Brandon Woodruff. By chance, recently came back, been doing pretty well. First start since 2023. That's insane to think about. He's got 4-seam sinker cutter, circle change, and a sweeper. 100 hit per 9, 95 K, 90 BB, 104 pitch clutch. I feel like we're almost going to need another tier list. We just did one. Willie Adames for the Giants. The Giants theme team has been getting a lot better as of late. 110, 100 against righties, 103, 96 against lefties. 111 clutch, Diamond Shield defense at short. That's a pretty good card. Breaking ball hitter, bad ball and situational. You got Teoscar, Teo getting not an all-star nod, but a tops now, a consolation prize. 109, 115 against lefties. Pretty good hitter. Not so much a defender, but he's got 86 speed. That's a fun card. I've liked his swings in the past. He had the Home Run Derby winner card, of course, last year. Matt Shaw celebrating a walk-off right there. Loved the prospect card at the beginning part of the season. 101, 82 against right. Better almost against lefties. He's got, I guess, better power. I don't know if that considers better. But gold fielding, 81 speed. Not a bad card. Colby Thomas also coming into play here. Looks like a tops now card. 100 contact, low to mid 90s and 80s power with gold defense. Nice. So that's what's in the pack. And, of course, as you come to expect, there's an extreme moment. Hit 3 home runs in Hall of Fame with Michael Busch. There's stat missions galore, all that usual stuff you're expecting to complete one of these programs. It is, once again, here. It's exactly what you would expect. And you're going to start working your way towards that lightning card, which is coming eventually. There's going to be a hiatus, of course, with the All-Star break on that content, but it'll re-up, I think, on the 25th is what they said. No Conquest maps today and no program abruptly for the All-Star, but again, we're going to wait until the draft content. If you missed the video the other day where we detailed everything coming out throughout All-Star festivities, go watch that. We talk about and break down the layout for the MLB draft content on Sunday, the Home Run Derby on Monday, and the MLB All-Star game on Tuesday alongside the Wednesday content drop. I believe that is actually everything, except for the roster update, because that also came out today, didn't it? What happened to the attribute update? We had Cattell get a +1. We're going to try and speed through this. This video has been going for 40 minutes. I don't want to take up all your Friday here. You guys have better stuff to do. Cattell gets better power, which is a good thing. Tarek gets up to a 92. Pete Crow with a big buff up to a 92. Cal Raleigh, the big dumpers, a 91. J-Ram actually goes down 1, so thank God he got a better card today. Bobby Witt Jr. stays at 91, so does Shohei Ohtani. He changed hitting, but we can't see it. Wow, if only they knew how to actually format their face of Major League Baseball with two-way players. Will Smith, big jump versus righties. Tatis -1. Hader +1. Byron Buxton all the way up to an 89. Of course, he's been on an absolute heater as of late for the Twins. Hunter Brown is an 89. Lindor is going to go -1. Corbin Carroll nooched. Elliot de la Cruz and Jeremy Pena are now a couple of 87 overall shortstops. Juan Soto gets one back. Ooh, Mike Trout goes down even more, down to an 87. He hit 2 home runs the other day. It's got to count for something. Joe Ryan, a +2. Love to see it. Cunha stays put at an 87. A little bit shocking, but that's the case. Mookie Betts, tough season for him, but he was almost an all-star starter. Go figure. All-star voting is crazy. Brian Wu and Munoz, couple of Mariners, up to 86. Kyle Tucker -1. Seiya Suzuki, not an all-star. Shocking to many. Chapman's up to Diamond. They're 37 years old, still a Diamond reliever. Truly, is he a Hall of Famer? Yes or no? Aroldis Chapman when it's all said and done. Nate Eovaldi gets up 1. Freddie Freeman -3. Wyatt Langford -2. A couple of new Diamonds. Andy Pajes, he's there. He's not a Diamond, but he's a live series. He's not an All-Star, but he's a live series Diamond. Mason Miller stays. I'm kind of surprised he did not get moved down to gold. But he stays above the threshold. Cody Bellinger gets up to Diamond, as does Randy Rodriguez. A couple of new blue shields there. And that is all. Carlos Rodon is going to lose his Diamond status. Cedon Rafaela, Yadier Diaz, 84s. Suarez, Jackson Merrill loses Diamond. A couple new 84s. Edwin Diaz, keep going here. Feel free and pause the video at any moment. We're just trying to speed through this. Michael Busch, a huge +6 into high gold. Sal Frelick up to an 83, as is Willie Abreu and James Wood. Long overdue upgrade for Mr. Wood. A couple more changes. I mean, lots of upgrades, lots of downgrades. Yoshinobu is one of them. He's no longer a Diamond. Springer, a big +3. He's been having a very good bounce back year this year. Harrison Bader, I love to see him getting some love. Once again, seeing just a bunch of stuff here. Hopefully, if you guys were invested, you made a killing. Hopefully, you did not lose out, ultimately. Joe Adele, him getting to gold is pretty cool. Javi Baez is also back up to gold. I might shed a tear if I see Javi Baez get back up on the horse and receive that Diamond Shield. That would be pretty special. Then we'll just kind of speed through once again. Coolum, Bubich, they go down. -3s for each of them. William Contreras continues to free fall. Some new silvers and some new silvers in good ways and bad ways. Some lose their status, some gain it. Just keep speeding down. Again, watch it at half speed if you guys are watching the YouTube video. Class A is down to a 78. Crazy that he was a Cy Young finalist, and now he is down to a silver. That just goes to show how difficult the relief position is. There's a reason why you don't see that many guys truly have careers like a Mo, even like an Aroldis Chapman, remains relevant even this many years. Christ, like 13 years into his career. It is truly extraordinary. And yeah, that is a lot of Rockies getting upgraded. You love to see that. Something to cheer for. And yeah, that is for the most part what happened today in the roster update. A lot of upgrades, a lot of downgrades, and truly a bunch of stuff. Zach Gallen is a bronze. That is insane. A lot of stuff that is really going to impact the market, because I do want to take a look at that here quickly. I imagine everything is going to level out. It's actually up a little bit. I'm guessing because of the roster update. I do not plan on this stuff sticking because Judge has actually increased in price since the roster update. He was down to $330. I think he'll go down again. There's obviously a better Judge. And truth be told, there's reason why you wouldn't really care about those live series collections too much now, because the cards are just so good they've been putting out. I think everything will even itself out as people play throughout the content, earn more rewards. There's just a lot of buying power being gained whenever a roster update hits. So if you are looking to finish collections, I would wait. Now is not the time to buy. The time to buy is probably in a few days. Just keep an eye on it. But the flashback market is certainly decreased. It is down. And honestly, you know, the way I look at things here, we'll take a look at how many cards there are within this. Obviously, minus 5 for the collection. You have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 21, 25, 29. Oh my God, 33, 37, 41, 45, 49, 54, and then 58, minus 5, 53. But there's a couple guys who are not here yet, the mini seasons ones. And I think that's where you see the difference. It looks like you need most cards, I would say, to get up to Aaron Judge. There's not many you're going to be able to skip. Obviously, this is a card well worth what that price is. He's very difficult to get. But I do think if you have all the vouchers, you'll get Hader, you'll get Crochet right away. You'll get them just from Team Affinity. And then you play throughout the mini season. You get a couple of packs. I think JRAM is certainly an obtainable diamond. That isn't going to take that godly long. Always it's going to impact on how many vouchers you've had beforehand. And then Shohei and Judge are going to be difficult to get. Overall, I don't know. I really don't think it's that asinine this time. I mean, the prices, even for those like high cards in the pack, like Pete Crow Armstrong is $50K. And it seems like there's going to be many opportunities to get these packs. Tarek is $30K. Lindor, of course, $50K. Bobby Witt Jr., $37. This card for $37,000 stubs is, this could have been a chase card last week. This is, in my opinion, a better card than the Mickey Mantle. The 97s are going for dirt cheap. They're 13, and then the 96s, they are a quick sell value. Like, you are getting 96 overall cards that you can just go all buy on the market for 5,000, 6,000 stubs. I don't know. I thought they crushed it. I thought they did a really good job here today. Obviously, theme teams are going to be better than ever. With every team getting at least one card today, that's going to buff them a bunch, alongside ending the cap on the captain boost. 99s get buffed now too, which even helps that out even further. You can buff Carlos Beltran if you're the Mets. I thought there were so many cards they put out today, so many good ones, so many ones within Team Affinity. I would have liked to see a little bit of more missions there. Not the end of the world, because that double XP, like I said, until the 25th, double XP until the 16th, double PXP until the 25th of July. 2 consecutive weeks of double PXP, you're going to get a lot of progress in that regard. And I thought this is a good setup. If you've got some of these teams, if you've played with those cards beforehand, you get the vouchers, and you are really ready to go and start unlocking and playing with those cards automatically. So I really do appreciate that. And I think it's a reasonable catch-up mechanic for people to go out and get those. Oh, the event. We were going to look at the event too. A little birdie told me that there might have been. No, did you guys lie to me? Oh my God. I think my chat lied. My chat said there's event rewards. Were they joking? It seems to be a joke. I got excited. It does not seem like there's any event rewards today. Tyler, didn't you tell me that Moonshot had rewards? Because there is not. Got him? Rage baiting. There you go. Hop and stream. We're having a great time. That's the rules. Moonshot, it's locked at Truist, of course. The All-Star Stadium. Any batters, common pitchers. No rewards. I don't know why I held out hope. Chat was, of course, just out to hoodwink and bamboozle. But, yeah, great content. Would have liked to see event rewards. Coming forward, we've got the draft content on Sunday. We've got the Home Run Derby content on Monday. We've got the All-Star Game content on Tuesday, and then another Weekend Classic beginning on the 16th. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to see. I thought it was a fantastic update. We're going to play it on twitch.tv/GomesDaLegend. Come hang out. Come talk. Come tell me what your favorite cards are. I thought they did a really good job today. And I'm excited. I'm excited to play the game, which hasn't happened in a couple of weeks. So, let me know what you guys thought about the drop today. Thank you so much for watching this very long video. If you came to the end, comment cucumber. Again, I don't know why. We have a cucumber plant that's doing extraordinarily well in the garden, so it makes me happy. You guys take care.